Hi, I'm Lemon's Cars. Hello everyone, so in today's video we are just going to be ranking some tier 10s in World Tank Splits. This is just based on my opinion, by the way. This is how, like, if I come up against this tank, S would be like I'd run away, and D would be like I'd destroy it in a KV2 or Hesh. Alright, so let's get into it. A Minnow. I personally think that the Minnow is one of the best tanks in the entire game. So for me, the Minnow is going into S tier. Just because of its armour and its gun, I think it's just incredible. And the 113 GFT, I also think is just one of the best tanks in the entire game. I mean, once you have your hull protected, there's not much the enemy can do. That is going into S tier, so we have a good start so far. And we look at that, the Kron as well. I think this tank, in my opinion, is the best tank in the game. And I'm trying my best to try and get it researched. So we're going to put that at the head of S. Oh wait, how do I move that there? There we go. Yeah, Kron is one of the best in the game. 60 TP, I think if I had a bit more ability, it would be S, but for now I'm going to put that in A. The F3, I mean, it doesn't really have anything special. I'll put that into the B tier, yeah. The Bergetto, I hate coming up against this tank because of its gun and how quick it can just get away from you. I'll put that maybe, yeah, in the top of A tier. Let's see, what do we have next? The 121B. Now, I know some people think this tank is great, and in my opinion, it is great, but I don't think it deserves to be an S or an A. That's just my opinion, though. I'm going to put it in the front to B. And the Rhino. I mean, the Rhino is just an insane tank. I don't think there's much tanks that are better than it in the game, so I think we're putting that into S tier. The STRVK, I know there's some people who like this tank a lot, and then there's some people who hate it. For me, it's gonna go probably into our first C tier. The 5051. Personally, don't really look at this tank much, so I guess it is strong, but it has also a lot of weaknesses. I guess I'll put it in mid B tier. Alright, let's see the VZ 55. If you can't play this tank properly, it could be an S tier. But because I can't play it that good, I'll put it into the A tier. Caro 45. I mean, I don't really have much to say. It's the best premium tank in the entire game, I think. So this is going to go straight into S tier. The Boss Shot 25. Now, I know a lot of these tanks have like 2 models for each of their guns, but don't really know the exact name of the guns, so I'm just going to say this one here is the 3 shell and this one here is the 4 shell. 3 shell, top of A tier, and the 4 shell, top of B tier, I think. The 1231. Put this in B tier. I mean, I'm not the best at it, but I know some people like Wotb are very good at playing it, so I'll put that there. Now, I didn't even know the BZ have it. The BZ 75 had a second gun, so that's my bad. So, just from the gun I normally see people using, I think it's a solid A tier tank. The 121, let's see. Another B tier tank, I would say. The 113, my opinion, this tank has nothing really too important going for it, but then again, I haven't really seen this tank in much action, so put that in C. AMX30B, I think it's just a high B tier rating tank. The one, like, whenever I see this tank, I don't really be scared to rush it, so I guess I'll put that in C tier as well. I actually did not know this tank exists, so I'm just going to put this in B tier. AMX 50B. If you don't YOLO in this tank, it can be an S tier. But also, if you do YOLO, it can be a D tier. So, let's put it in A, because most people do know how to use it. Fosh 155. Let's say this one here is the 1-shot, and this one here is the 2-shot. The 1-shot gun, I think, deserves top of A tier. And in my opinion, the 2-shot gun is an S tier tank. Wait, let me bring this up here. Yep, I think this is an S tier tank. The M4. Once you're not really showing the whole of your tank, I think it can be a strong A tier. The E100. Let's say this is the DPM gun, and this is the Alpha gun. The DPM gun, I think it's a B tier, but for my opinion, the Alpha, let's bring this up to top of A tier. The E50M. If you know how to play this tank, I'm in. Let me just show you. Yep, it can be very overpowered. My opinion, alright, the CES 63. I know Mark W's, this is like his main tank, and he plays it insanely well, but for me, I can't really play these type of tanks, so I'll put that into B. The Grill 15. I mean, if you can know how to use your camo and you can get some insane shots out, or if you can do anything special like Ray did with this tank, I think we're putting it straight into S tier, but because a lot of people can't hit raid shots with this, put it into A tier. The Jag Panzer E100. This tank used to be my favourite tank, like my very favourite tank. But now, because of all the nerfs it's got, I think it's another C tier tank. Alright, no words for this tank, just let me move this up here. Top of S tier, amazing tank. Leopard 1, strong A tier. I think if I had more armour, I'd be the best tank in the game. The Moss. Just for the memes alone in this tank, and how cool I think it is to drive something like this, let's bring it up into S tier. Alright. 72k, I mean, it's just like a little brother of the VK90, so let's bring this into B tier. As I said, the VK90, my favourite tank now, S tier. Holy, if any of you have been watching my latest videos, you know I'm grinding for this. I'm so close to getting it. And from what I've watched videos, this is another S tier tank. STB1, like the B in its name, I think I'm putting it in the B tier, because I don't know how to use it, but if you can use it well, like the Grill, you can put it into S tier. Alright, Type 71. I think if your tank has low penetration and you come up in a 1v1 with this, I think it's one of the best tanks in the game, so let's put that into S. Chieftain Mark 6. I mean, with all the buffs it's got, it might as well just be like the face of the game. 183, okay. Shh. Let's stick this up to S tier. Yes, perfect. Okay, the 15B. A tier. I mean, it doesn't really have anything too special, but it's one of the best tanks in the game still, just because it has nothing special. It doesn't excel at anything, but it's great at everything. The Badger. Let's see where we put this. Put this A tier because it's another amazing tank. 4005. The 4-shell gun in this tank, man, it was just insanity. So I'm putting that into S tier just because it used to be one of the best tank destroyers in the whole game. 402, I mean, to me, this just seems like another C tank. But I know a lot of people really like it. Super Conqueror, solid A tier. Why is that going there? Huh? B there, yeah. And then Super Conk is A tier. Vickers Light, A tier. It's the only light tank that I actually really like. Concept 1B, S tier. Brilliant tank. M60, let's just say this is the 2-shell gun and this is 3-shell. 2-shell, I think it's S tier, if I can move this up here. Yep, S tier tank. And the 3 shell, strong A tier. M48 Patton. Let's put this at the top of A tier. And the M60. This tank looks cool and it's one of the best in the game. I've no doubt in saying this is an S tier tank. E3. The E3, it did get some buffs, but they don't really do anything, so I'll put it into the bottom of B tier. The E4, one of my favourite tanks, as you know. Let's put this up into the A tier. The E5, it's a great tank, but when I'm in the game with it, it's depends on how you play the tank, I guess. So I'll put that into the B tier. And T57 Heavy, as you've probably seen a lot of other content creators saying, it is one of the best tanks to start out with. Sadly, I didn't start out with it, but I think this goes S tier. E6 Piranha, I guess this can be a strong A tier. Yeah, I think A tier is right for that. Missile, you can't really play it in the game mode, so we had to put that D. But the actual Sheridan, I think, is one of the best in the game. So let's move this to... Okay, this is getting a bit messy. Okay, Sheridan is S tier. 66F is solid A tier. As Economics said, people have just learned to deal with it easier. But when it first came out, it was insane. IS4, the old IS4 was S tier. Now it's probably an A tier tank. IS7, just one of them tanks you can always rely on. A tier. Why won't that go there? A tier. Yep. Sorry for the little inconvenience there. Object 140, as I said, I don't really know how to play these tanks, but I'm sure if you can, they're probably insane. Object 260, another amazing tank you can always rely on. 263, one of the coolest looking tanks and one of the most overpowered one. Easy. So we had a bit of an inconvenience there. I think I was on the Object 260. Yep, a very, very strong tank. It's one you can always rely on. 2684. If you don't YOLO this tank at all, it can probably be a S tier. Where did that go? Oh, here. Yep, it can probably be an S tier if I can make my way to bring this up here. 268, I think it was like one of the OG prime tank destroyers. 777-2. I've only came up against it once, and the driver in it made it look like a D tier tank, but I'm pretty sure it'd be around B tier. 907, never seen this tank in game, so I'm gonna have to... Sorry about that, guys. I was saying that the... what was I saying about again? Oh yeah, the Object 907, I've never seen it in battle, and for that reason, I cannot rank it. T100 LT, I hate coming up against this tank, so I'm going to put a strong A tier. T22 medium, let's put this, I'd say, A tier again. Another really strong, reliable tank. T62A, another A tier. As I said, I don't know how to really play them, but I guess if you do know, you can make them really good. So, just because I've never seen it in battle, I think I'll just leave at B tier, in the middle. So, this is the final tier list. Let me know your thoughts. And again, this isn't how well they actually are. This is just, in my opinion, how much they do well in battle, I guess you could say. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.